Everyone, welcome to my channel. Here's today's news in the headlines. Off the road. Authorities recall allegedly anti-Semitic number plate in NSW amid furious backlash. A personalized number plate in New South Wales that sparked outrage in the Jewish community for seemingly celebrating the Hamas terror attacks on Israel will be cancelled in coming days. An image of the offending plate, which reads Opt 7th and is attached to a white Ford Ranger, has been shared widely on social media. More than 1,000 Israeli civilians were killed in a series of coordinated attacks by Hamas fighters on October 7th, and hundreds more were abducted. Many of the hostages are still being held within Gaza. Former Liberal Party candidate Freya Leach, a university student who ran for the state seat Balmain in last year's election, called for the number plate to be cancelled. Seen in Western Sydney. How is this allowed? Ms. Leach posted on social media, directing her question at Premier Chris Minns this morning, appearing on Ben Fordham's radio show on 2 Gigabytes. Main Roads Minister John Graham said he'd intervene to take to action. As soon as I heard about this, we issued an order for it to be recalled, Mr. Graham said. That process used to take up to a month before plates could be called back in. Transport has acted immediately. Given the tensions around the world, I wasn't happy with that. As Roads Minister, we've shortened that process, and the request is now that these plates are recalled and within 48 hours. If the owner refuses to hand back to the plates, the car's registration will be cancelled altogether, Mr. Graham added. He indicated the vehicle could even be taken off the road entirely. The Hamas attacks in southern Israel sparked an ongoing counterattack by Israeli forces. The death toll in Gaza has passed 27,000, according to the Hamas-controlled health ministry. Some 85% of Gaza's civilian population has been displaced as a result of air raids and ground operations, after the image went viral on social media. Ms. Leach said a follower had approached her to claim the number plate was registered a few years prior to the Hamas attacks, but that's not true. Transport for NSW told news.com.au today that the plate was actually registered in December, well after the attacks. When assessing the appropriateness of personalized number plate applications, authorities use a combination of automatic and manual processing. Comment on how this one slipped through the cracks. A spokesperson for Transport for NSW said an investigation was now underway. We apologize the date was not flagged as offensive and for any subsequent offense and distress caused, the spokesperson said. Unfortunately, in this instance the filtering process did not identify the combination. The department implemented stricter assessment approaches last year after the emergence of a neo-Nazi plate that slipped through the cracks. A horrified motorist spotted a vehicle carrying a plate that read 88 Sieg. 88 is coded slang for Heil Hitler. While Sieg is the German word for victory, there is no place in NSW for neo-Nazis. We are not going to tolerate hatred and intolerance being spread in the community, Mr. Graham said at the time. These number plates should not have been issued. I have asked Transport for NSW to urgently tighten the system to prevent any repeat. I have also asked Transport for NSW to report back to me with options to change the regulations, so that we can get plates back faster than is currently possible once a motorist has been served notice in cases that involve anti-Semitism or that incite hatred. I don't want plates such as these on the road a single day longer than they need to be. The Daily Telegraph reports that MyPlates, which provides all customized plates in New South Wales, received a complaint about the OCT7TH plate on January 23rd. Complaints from the public about potentially offensive plates are assessed by a panel on a monthly basis. The next is scheduled for February 20th. Argent recalls take 5 business days to be processed. Transport for NSW yesterday told the Daily Telegraph it wasn't previously aware of the OCT7th plate prior to being contacted by the media. We are going to look at better ways to deal with complaints more rapidly and earlier. MyPlate's chief executive David McGrath told the newspaper. Peter Wertheim, co-chief executive of the Executive Council of Australian Jury, reacted to the latest offensive plate by saying Australians were fed up. Australians are fed up to the back teeth with having hateful and violent messages thrust into their faces by extremist groups and individuals who take any opportunity to promote their repugnant views, Mr. Wertheim told the Daily Telegraph. We have warned about this sort of misuse of license plates previously. The measures taken by state and territory transport authorities have clearly been inadequate. It is time for these bodies to work together to put into effect a nationwide crackdown to stop this appalling practice once and for all. Let your thoughts known in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a like. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.